The method of performing wudu, salah, sawm, hajj, zakat, the method for nikah, the method for business dealings, in fact, the method and the appropriate way to do anything and everything, be it big or small, is detailed in our deen, in the Quran and Sunnah. And the janazah is no exception. From the time when a person becomes ill and we expect that they might not survive, how to support them in that moment spiritually, through talqeen, through doing dhikr in their presence so that they might remember to say their kalima, la ilaha illallah, so that they may remember to express their iman as their final speech, to the point that they leave this dunya, to assist them in that moment, to close the eyes and straighten the body, to cover it up, then the ghusl and the use of fragrance and cleaning agents, and then the use of the white sheets which constitute the kafan, the shroud, and then the janazah itself and the du'as in the janazah, the adhkar, and then the burial, and then the ta'ziyah, and then the iddah, and then the inheritance. All of this, how to do ta'ziyah, how to express your condolences to a bereaved family, all of this is detailed in our deen. And it's a beautiful deen. In Islam, there is no delay in the janazah, and there is closure within 3 days. And in the iddah situation, a woman whose husband passes away, it's 4 months and 10 days. Unless she is expecting, in which there's a different ruling, that's a different situation. In that case, it's the birth of the child. So these details are all in our deen. We can't add anything to that, and we can't take anything away. And if we do this according to the teaching, then what is normally a very difficult time, I'm speaking now of the janazah specifically, becomes spiritually enlightening and uplifting. And it becomes a source of reward for the entire community. Man sanna sunnatan hasanatan. We learn from the hadith that a person who establishes a positive example gets the reward of it, himself and of those who follow his example without reducing their reward at all. Set a good example and you get a share in their reward. You get the reward too. Set a bad example and you get the sin of the bad example and you get the sin of all those who follow. An example in this regard is relating to our qabr. The way we dig the qabr, the way we lower the body into the qabr, the way we cover the qabr up, and the way we then maintain the maqbara, the qabristan, the graveyard and the cemetery. So, what we mustn't do is, just because of example, when people set an example which is contrary to the sunnah and sharia, we mustn't follow that example. What we must do is when people are exemplary in following the sunnah, they do the right thing, we should follow that example. One of the important lessons is that in Islam, the qabr is the door to the akhirah. It's not a place for construction. पक्की कब्र बनाना हमारी शरीयत में मना है, और जो सरमाया पक्की कब्र बनाने में या बहुत ऊंचा वहां पत्थर लोग नस्ब करते हैं, ग्रेनाइट विद इंस्क्रिप्शंस, लॉन्ग मैसेजेस, कभी कोई बुत बनाते हैं, कभी कोई शक्ल बनाते हैं, कोई तितली बना रहा है, कोई गेंद बना रहा है, कोई कुछ बना रहा है, इससे मरहूम को कोई भी फायदा नहीं है, ना उसमें उनका एजाज है, ना उसमें उनका एजाज है। और ये कई सौ बल्कि बसा औकात हजारों पाउंड जो सर्फ किए जाते हैं, उनको अपनी खुशी से चुपके चुपके अल्लाह को राजी करने के लिए उनकी तरफ से सदका कर लिया जाए, सदका जारिया, कहीं कुआं खुदवा दें, पानी का निजाम कर दें, a water pump or something similar, or a masjid or a madrasa, or the helping of a poor family, udhiya, umrah on behalf of the deceased person, hajj. This is all established. This becomes a source of khair for them. It becomes an investment for them. They continue to reap the reward. So the way we manage our social situations on these occasions is part of our sunnah. May Allah grant us tawfiq to become aware, to become educated, and to revive the sunnah, and to omit those things which are not part of our deen.